What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Arena of Valor video. And as you can see today, I'm going to be showing you a very nice Yorn game I ended up having. Now, I'm not the best Yorn. I mean, this hero really isn't too hard to play either, in my opinion. You just spam your skills, you shoot. But I am making this video to just showcase how strong this hero is currently, I feel like. He's definitely not S tier, like super OP, but with the recent changes, he definitely got a lot of more tools to be able to fight a lot of the newer heroes that have so much mobility and stuff in his kit now. Because if you don't really notice it too much by just watching, but you really feel it. They changed whenever you use a skill as Yorn, you gain a little bit a movement speed buff, and the skills come out way faster. So before this patch, whenever you use the skill, he was rooted in place for like 0.3 seconds, and if you're just that immobile as a ADC, you will just die to pretty much everything. So here we end up killing him. Excuse me there, I wasn't sure if I died there, but we end up killing the Darcy. We get the double buff, really nice thing to have as a Yorn, because he does use quite a bit of mana, and he does benefit, the red buff benefits him a lot. But yeah, as I was saying, if you're that immobile against all these like Florentinos and stuff, you're just gonna not have a good time, you're just gonna end up dying a lot. So this change was definitely huge for him. But they also changed that his passive hits way more now, like way more instances. So it makes Fafnir's deal even more damage on him. Basically, the damage is changed. He deals way more damage to tanks right now with his passive. So we almost end up killing this tool, and not quite able to. But yeah, as I was saying, you will deal way more damage to this R-room now. You will deal still approximately the same damage to squishies, which is just, you absolutely murder them, right, late game. But it's still, like, the damage, you won't see a huge increase. Remember when I did the patch rundown video, I thought he will deal a ton more damage, but he still deals almost the same damage, more to tanks, way more to tanks actually. And other than that, it's just basically this little move speed thing that he got. It is just so big. It's really, like, it's really a small, it's really short, and it's also a really small movement speed buff. But it just makes you way more, just makes you way easier to maneuver in those team fights. But yeah, I'm just trying to sell you this hero at this point. It is really, it definitely got much stronger. Like, it is definitely playable now. It used to be really trash, like, I'm not gonna lie. It used to be absolute D tier marksman, but now it is probably around a B or even a low A tier. So it is definitely a decent pick. Now, if the enemy has Joker, it is a huge counter to use. So this game was already gonna be harder than usual because we are playing against the Joker. A beautiful stun by her. I can just line up my ult there. By the way, you have to use your ult with the index finger. There's pretty much no way around it. If you just aim the ult off the minimap, you're not gonna have a good time. You truly have to use your left index finger on the minimap, just like this, in a claw position on the phone, to be able to hit those ults long range. You can see me pretty much use it for every ult, even for a lot of S1s this game, I think. And now we complete our Fafnirs. Now, we were lucky, we picked up an early kill, we picked up an early assist, and we were able to get fed. And here I just run away from this Tara, because she has execute, she does quite a bit of damage. Tara, if you didn't know, brings crit Arcana. Are we able to hit this guy here? Very unfortunately, we aren't able to, so she just ends up dying. I should have shot earlier while he was stunned, I would have hit for sure, but I was hesitating there, because I wasn't sure if the stun was gonna last long enough. So I tried to predict a little bit where he's gonna move. Wasn't able to though, but you can see here, we deal a decent amount of damage. We are just out of range of the Darcy ult, so he cannot pick us up here. I'm just trying to poke them, just trying to clear these waves. We are not gonna die here. We are staying out of range. Darcy ults in, tries to hit us with the S2, but again we just walk away. And there you saw it pretty clearly. The S2, after it I was sped up briefly. Of course this game is gonna be a lot of farming, so I'm gonna skip this. My team seems to be dying, but I'm not joining this team fight anytime soon. So I just skipped me farming the top wave. Of course with this hero you have to farm a lot. This is like a Violet. You need late game, you need a lot of items, and even now we got a kill again, but we didn't really do a ton of damage. We're just trying to stay safe, trying to farm up, and if you do that, you will end up winning quite a bit of games with this hero, I think, because this is one of the strongest late game heroes. You see the immune there, he hit him, but the Death Sickle saves him, the Death Sickle enchantment. But yeah, as I'm saying, this hero is unbeatable late game, unless there's a Joker. And yeah, basically, I also had a lot of success with Violet in solo queue. All these marksmen that used to be very bad in solo queue are actually pretty decent now, because they are just so incredibly strong late game that if you play the teamfights well, you can pretty much just 1v9 the teamfights late game. Early game you can't do anything, but in solo queue, in ranked, people aren't gonna play that clean that if you get beaten early game, that they're just gonna snowball and win, right? So even if you lose early game, the enemies are still gonna be monkeys, gonna make some mistakes, because this is not pro play, this is not nowhere close to that, right? Yeah, they're just gonna make mistakes, and you can just profit from these. It allows you like maybe time to farm 1 or 2 items more, and at the end, if you reach those 5 items as Yorn, as Violet, you are unstoppable. You can just absolutely solo carry at that point. You can see here we deal decent amount of damage now. You can see the crits coming out now. We completed the Clavis Sancti, and now we're just going for the Slick Sting. And at that point, yeah, we're just gonna deal a ton of damage already now though. These 2 items, here I mess up. I should have flickered into that ult. My brain, I don't know, stupid. But yeah, I should have for sure flickered into that ult. Here I tried to flicker to him to kill him before he could jump on me, but didn't work out. He was in the bush and I didn't have vision to auto attack him. So yeah, we almost ended up dying, but we were able to get those clutch kills. Joker ended up dying as well there. So I'm gonna skip the... See, I was just going top, I was just farming. I'm still just farming. I'm still just focusing on farm. Even though I'm 5-0, it is only 10-7 in the team score. I still, if I die once, I'm gonna be honest, this game is done. Like, this is how it works in solo queue. If you die a single time, you not only you lose your kill streak and you give the enemies like 600 gold, you also lose like 40 seconds or 30 seconds at this point on the map to farm. So you lose like, I don't know, you can see my team isn't doing too well, so I'm taking the buffs, I'm taking everything. They're letting me because they see I'm carrying them. So I'm just taking as much farm as I can get. So being gone for 30 seconds is actually your whole jungle, your everything. It's probably another 800 gold that is just gone from your backpack. So you can see here we absolutely burst them down. Of course the Xanis did a lot as well, but still absolutely bursted there. Nothing you can do. Even the Darcy with his S1 invulnerability, if he CC'd, and here I tried to hit the Joker, so sad I didn't, but he ended up dying anyway, and now we can just burst through both tanks. And yeah, of course, me and Xanis, Xanis is of course one of the best tank killers as well with his true damage. So there you can see, kill the Tulan as well before we die. We get healed right after the Tulan ult hits, so thanks for that. But anyway, so as I'm saying, me and Xanis of course counter those tanks really well. So them having Arum and Tara is a little bit unlucky. And your ult actually deals a ton of damage. You can see those little crits. It's like 600 crits in like, yeah, one auto attack if you hit the whole passive, which you're probably not gonna do, but if they're CC'd, by, let's say, a Daio-chan, by, let's say, a Thane, like those very long chains of CC, you can hit 2 passives through everything, and you will, with the new change, you will do like 14% of their maximum HP, just only the new change to the passive, without your crits, without your AD, and it's just gonna burst everything. I definitely think Thane is a really nice support to have with this Yorn. As you can see, I'm low mana. I'm like, okay guys, our blue is up. You cannot farm too much as a Yorn. The longer the game goes, even if you're 5,000 gold ahead early game, if the game goes longer and you get another 3,000 gold and you're less ahead at that point from the enemies, you're still going to be much stronger, because it scales so ridiculously well with items, right? So as you can see at this point, 606, you can see the Joker almost dies. One more little tick there and he would have died. And also the enchantments I run are just poke oriented, because this hero is just about your ult poke and your passive poke. You just shoot your abilities and you try to poke. And as you can see here, I'm just trying to poke. You can see half his health is gone. Just off of that one auto attack. He already has to go back. Okay, never mind. He lost like 300 HP, but now half his health is gone, and even more. Off the ult, he used his S2 before, that's why. But yeah, and you can poke the towers out of range, just like that. Also something important to keep in mind. Ooh, here I overstepped a little bit. You have to be very cautious with the index finger usage, because while you have your index finger on your minimap, you can't see the minimap, right? So you can't see if someone's coming, ganking you on the minimap, right? So is a little bit, and you can't see yourself because you're probably looking at another place. Here you can see some nice ult damage there. It's not too much, but the cooldown is so low, you just keep spamming it. You can probably use like 3 ults in a team fight. Here the second one is coming out. She dies. She would have died probably anyway, but you know, still cool that we hit that. And now we almost have another ult ready, and we can probably snipe this Joker if he doesn't die before. It gets blocked by the Tara. Unfortunate there. You can see this Joker just completely dies. It does so much damage. As soon as his S2 is gone, he just instantly dies. But he played it bad. He ran at me with his S2. He got too greedy with the new passive change for Joker, where whenever you use S2 you get your passive again. So he hit me. He tried to hit me with the passive slow, and he maybe thought, okay, he can just burst me down. But I have lifesteal. If his S2 is used to run to me instead of fighting me, he will just absolutely get one shot with 2 crits, just like he did. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Yorn video. It's mainly about showing you the build and that he's good again. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.